Well, hey everybody, thanks for checking us out. Today we're on the way to my car, where it's being kept right now, and we're going to get it ready for the season, I guess, get it started up, see how it's doing. It sits all winter, it's a summer car, so yeah, just kind of have to miss it for 6 months, you know how that goes.
Skip, you're not missing anything.
What do I want to say here?
See, I told you.
Okay, so let's say you're like me and you just left your car sitting outside over the winter and now you want to drive it again. What should we check for?
Are my tires flat? No, looking good. Are there any squirrels living in the car? Did massive amounts of water leak in it and ruin my interior? Not sure, can't tell. Let's get inside. Does my door still work? Maybe. Yep. Am I sure that no squirrels moved in? What the? Oh, yeah, garbage from last fall. Yep. Window sticker's looking a little ratty. Probably going to be down 5 horsepower this year. Okay, let's pop that hood.
Squirrel jokes aside, definitely check for rodents here. I always have seeds all over my engine. You're going to want to look for anything that's been chewed on. Check your wiring, check your hoses.
As a matter of fact, check your frame too. I once pulled a mouse motel out of my frame. The engine cross member was the communal bathroom.
Anyway, check for leaks, make sure all your fluids are good. Get inside of your airbox and check for foreign objects.
Do not drop your wing nuts in the carburetor, or you'll have a bad time.
So after all that's covered, then you can get your battery hooked back up, which hopefully you've had on a battery tender, and then we can try to start the engine.
So I start cranking it, but not necessarily to start it. First off, I'm just getting the oil moving because it's been 6 months.
After one more for good measure. I'll get to hear a sound that I haven't heard in 6 months.
You can't get too wrapped up though. You gotta get right up, and then you've gotta go check for leaks now that the engine's running. You don't want to be spilling gasoline all over everything. The pump's going.
After the engine's all checked out, I like to go in and check out my controls. Do my turn signals work? Do my brakes work? Does the transmission go into reverse? Neutral? Does it go into drive? Is there any power left in the batteries for the camera? Well, here we are, about $12 later, and basically we're just using the iPhone now on the tripod, and got a little lapel mic, so hopefully when I turn the stereo on, you can still hear me talking and not just the stereo, but we'll see about that in the edit. So yeah, it's an improvement anyway. We're probably still gonna look for a battery just so I can still use that other camera as a B cam or something, but yeah, improvements will continue. Public service announcement. Don't just check your tire pressure, check your lug nuts. Do the proper pattern and torque them to spec. It's not going to kill you immediately to have loose lug nuts, but they can sneak up on you. Just ask this idiot. We finally got it all checked out. Now the car gets to be a car again. This is usually a pretty good time. I am a little nervous though, because both the tripods in the car are weighed down with random stuff from the garage. I did a little test run yesterday while the batteries were dead and the things were just falling over immediately, the tripods were. So we've got sidewalk salt and a bunch of extension cords keeping the cameras upright, so we won't get too goofy today. That and keeping illegals a little cheaper. But man, it's good to be back in, man. Just going so long without it, you kind of forget how much you enjoy it. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too awful. Man, she's not that fast, but she's faster than the Camry. A lot of times, even if your car sounds nice, it doesn't have to be fast. You just have to enjoy what you're experiencing. Let's see if these cameras hold up. Yeah, not too bad. Looking forward to doing a 5-speed swap. It's a really good automatic in this car. If you didn't know, a lot of the G bodies, their overdrive transmission was the 204R. It's a good transmission, really. It's been great for me. I've got a really nice shift kit in from Transgo. Nice and firm, but not too jarring. But yeah, there's just that little bit that you don't experience. Just putting the clutch in, putting the shifter over there, putting it over here. I just daydream about that all the time. It's an itch I gotta scratch. Back when I got this car, it was my first car, I was mostly interested in like drag racing and things because I grew up around drag racing, but after one too many trips to Road America, which was one trip to Road America on a vintage day, cars from the 50s all the way up to the late 90s, early 2000s. After seeing historic Trans Am go at it with all the old Mustangs and Camaros, that's when I decided we're going to be using a steering wheel. And that is where we have focused the mods. Hang on, cameras! See if we can get you back up there. Oh, I hope you're okay. Turns too spicy for the cameras. Stop right here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that shot's ruined. But yeah, most of the focus has been into the suspension of the car, and kind of puts me in this weird place because it's never going to be a small, nimble thing. It'll never be like a Miata, or what I would rather like at this point, I guess, would be a 240 or something. I just like the look of it. It's just a big chonker, and it's always kind of going to be that way. Big full-framed car, so. But I've already got it, and I've already done so much to it, and I've already gotten attached to it. So being in this weird situation now, being into like road racing or autocross, not that I'm participating that much, just being super interested in it. Here I have this big old thing that was never designed to do any of that. It kind of puts me in a really uncompetitive situation. Not that these can't be faster, but the guys that do have the fast ones, tens of thousands of dollars that I can't afford, they've put into, and also a lot of time too. That can't be discounted. But you just kind of enjoy what you've got, honestly. And first drive of the year, that's when you get to do it. Okay, hang on, camera. Hang on, camera. Regardless of what it can or can't do, it's definitely sportier than it was, and I really love the feel of it. Honestly, when I put sway bars in the car, that's my favorite upgrade. Probably more than my engine swap. Depending on how a manual transmission goes, maybe that'll knock it off the pedestal, but top spot goes the sway bars, honestly. It was the most fun, most noticeable upgrade I've done, and it didn't really ruin ride quality at all. The ones I've got in there right now are from UMI. They're an older version of their design, and I would always wait for them to have a sale. They used to have killer sales all the time, and that's who I went with because I couldn't afford like Detroit Speed or anyone like that. But man, some of the best money I've spent. gonna happen more than once. I'm really looking forward to when Chris gets his car back on the road. Being kind of out in the middle of nowhere and kind of being a mama's boy, trying to stay on like the up and up side of things legally and all that. Never wanted to get in trouble. There's not a whole lot else going on around here. So there's really nobody to like cruise with or anything or have fun with. I mean, really, that would get me into trouble anyway, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to, I don't know, just going out to events and things like that after the year that we've had in 2020. I mean, that was going to be my year, really. I'd gotten a job where I had the weekends off. And I was going to, man, I'm going to go to all the races. I'm going to go to all the events. I'm going to spectate. I'm going to volunteer. And then lockdown. So that was fun. But this year, hopefully, it'll be a different story. So I'm really looking forward to getting out and having some fun and documenting it. I always kind of try to keep this car pretty streetable. Is there again with, you know, never wanting to make the huge dive to totally gut the thing and make a total race car out of it. You know, you got to keep it comfortable on the road, I guess. So you just feel like going out and driving it. You don't think, oh, it's going to be this terrible experience where it's just loud and jarring and, you know, kind of keep the creature comforts, keep the interior, keep the stereo. Just make it a nice thing to drive, really. It's not really too bad in here with the windows up. And I even had to put some polyurethane engine mounts in here because there aren't too many options out there for Buick engines, like the Buick 350 that I'm using. I'm really impressed with them, actually. H&R parts and stuff. It makes a pretty good product. Kind of at a point right now where it's pretty decent. I don't think I'll have to do too much more to it. I'm probably going to get the itch to rebuild the engine once, just to make it a little better, I guess, a little stronger. But after that, I'm kind of trying to slow it down a little bit and just keep it on the road and enjoy it. We made it.
Oh, hey, look, the end of the video. You made it. Well, thanks for watching the whole thing. This voiceover is coming to you from the far-flung, distant future of today, like a year after I filmed any of this. And unfortunately, this is the second to last video of anything I have filmed for 2021, but we've got one more video coming. Chris made a little more progress on his FC, and I clipped a little bit of it, but there's not a whole lot to make a video out of. But hey, tune in for the next one, and hopefully we'll get some more stuff on film for you to watch. Okay, thanks, bye!